What's up, party people? Blaze here from Blue Chip Athletic Club, and today we're going to be talking through a little bit of foot mobility, something I think is really undervalued, but we're going to go through a couple movement patterns here that you can use in a little warm-up to help release some of the tension. So I'm struggling with a little bit of foot pain right now, so I think this is nice, and selfishly it's going to help me out a little bit too. So all I want you to do, I'm going to turn to the side so you can see a little bit better. Notice how I've got my toes tucked under my feet here, or excuse me, my butt. And all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna work here and try and just sit back on my toes. And I'm getting a nice stretch out of them. I'm gonna sit up nice and tall. The taller you sit, the more you can lean back, the more pressure you're gonna get on those toes. Oh, baby. And I'm basically just gonna try and see how long I can sit here. You set the clock to like a minute or so, kind of get yourself there, get comfortable in the discomfort because it's definitely uncomfortable for me because I've got tight feet. If you need a little bit of release, it's okay to come forward or plant your hands. You can kind of give yourself a little bit of a release, and if you want to, you can even floss back and forth. So I'm back into it, and I'm going to come back up and back into it here. But again, tucking the toes under, we're getting a nice stretch. Oh, baby. Working for that full time interval. After that, I like to tuck my foot flat and then sit back on the feet to kind of give me a little bit of an ankle stretch here. And notice how I'm walking one knee up at a time. So I kind of pick one knee up. Oh, baby, camera's going crazy. I'm going to pick one knee up and pick the other knee up, and I'm going to kind of walk side to side. And what this is doing is it's getting a little bit of a stretch out of the top of my foot on both sides. Oh, yeah. And I'll just floss back and forth. Again, I like to set the clocks, a minute or two, and then just work in all of these patterns for a time interval. A lot of times you won't sit there as long. You'll be like, oh, it's been, a minute, and really it's only been like 20 seconds, and you're not really getting the full benefit of the stretch. So don't be afraid to set a timer. Really honor the time that you kind of make to yourself. Oh, these types of mobility moves are just as important as the work that you're doing in the gym, I promise. Okay, next move, we're going to go ahead and sit down on our butts. I'm going to extend my feet, or excuse me, my right leg is going to be extended. My left foot is now going to be here, kind of crossing over my knee, almost like a figure four position. I'm going to take this ankle now, and I'm going to just make nice big circles. Oh, baby. And what this is doing, especially if I'm going to start being more active with my ankle that I'm moving, is going to hopefully loosen the ankle up a bit, which my ankles are super tight, and they've always been. So ankle mobility is something I spend a lot of time on because I suck at it. And like you should try and work on the things that you suck at instead of just leaning into the things that you're good at, especially in the gym space. It makes you better. Oh, baby. Once I've done a couple of circles in one direction, I'll switch sides. Nice big circles the other way. Oh, baby. That's good. That's good. We like that. We like that a lot. Oh, yep. Okay, once my one foot's had enough, I'm going to switch sides. Now my right leg coming up on top. I'm going to plant, and I'm going to grab my foot. Notice how I'm grabbing up by the toes. If I grab down here at the base of the foot, notice how I don't really have a ton of leverage on my ankle. So if you grab up by your toes, you can really get a nice full circle forward and back. And that's really going to help you kind of discover any tightness or discomfort on both sides. And again, I'm in a plyometric program right now, so I want to be able to dunk a basketball. And unfortunately, my foot is killing me. So instead of going and jumping today, which is what I want to do, I am working to try and improve my mobility and pay attention to those little tender spots. So I don't want to say I'm taking it off, but I'm finding new avenues so that I can try and repair my body and get used to the new norm, which is plyometric training 3 times a week. Oh, there goes the camera. Out to lunch. That's okay. All right. So once you do both sides, your feet should feel a lot better. Open them up and get ready for a little bit of movement. Let me know how you guys do, and we'll see you on the next video. Later.